Y'all wanted me to explain what the 13-month series is. They are living sentient ignition weapons. This one right here is the physical form of the Black March, and then this one is the physical form of the Green April. They were created by a master craftsman named Ashu Edwaru, and he was tasked by creating these by King Jihad. King Jihad wanted to split the key up to the 135th floor into two parts. One of the parts was the Crimson Rings, and the other part was the 13-month series. In order to unlock the 135th floor, one would need to collect the Crimson Rings and every single part of the 13-month series. But you can only get one of the 13-month series weapons from King Jihad himself. And he only gives them to his princesses who have climbed the tower. So you have to be a ranker level princess. The weapons take on many different shapes, forms, and sizes. And there is only one S rank level weapon of the 13-month series. And there's also only one non-weapon of the series as well. And that is basically an inventory item. Supposedly only a formal princess can ignite these weapons, but that has kind of been debunked when the clone of Anak, Jihad, did it, and also when Bomb did it as well. And also, depending on the weapon's personality, it may refuse to work with its owner. And it doesn't matter how strong they are or how skilled they are as well. And so no one can make an ignition weapon ignite against its will. Also, when other ignition weapons are close to each other, they begin to resonate. When a princess gets one of these weapons, they have to follow a set of rules. One is they may not give or lend the weapon to anyone else. Otherwise, they're viable for execution. A princess may own more than one of them, and a princess can refuse being given one of these weapons. In the manhwa, we've only been shown a couple, so I'll break down every single one real quick. The first one is called the Silver January. It is owned by the Princess An Zahard, and her whereabouts are unknown. The second one is called the White February. It was granted to an unnamed princess, but she was killed by Ani Eurasia Zahard, and she also took her weapon as well. But that weapon was also taken back from Zahard once she was sealed. The third one is called the Black March. It is a B rank needle ignition weapon, and it has had numerous owners. When this weapon gets ignited, it assumes the appearance of a young lady with golden hair who often wears a red gown. She has the ability to communicate with the user and others who have used it before, but this weapon refuses to listen to women owners. Hence why Yuri couldn't get it to ignite. This weapon prefers handsome males, actually. So that's the reason why it actually ignited for Bomb. The fourth one is called the Green April. It is currently in the possession of Yuri Jihad. It is a hook that is also a compression weapon, so it can elongate and shrink to pretty much any length. It is an A rank once it's ignited, and also once it's ignited, it can turn the whole area into a forest. In its human form, it's one of the weapons that loves battle and can't wait to fight. Also, its human form takes the form of almost like a green, palish elf. The fifth one is called the Yellow May, and that is owned by the Princess Machinimi Kun Zahard. We don't know its weapon type yet, nor do we really know its rank. The sixth is the Luminous June. It is one of the two swords of the 13-month weapons, and it is owned by Princess Alfid Zahard. The seventh is Indigo July. It was originally owned by Yaram Zahard, but she got murdered, and now it belongs to Garam Zahard, who is currently in hiding. Next, we have the Blue August, and that is also owned by Garam Zahard. Next is the Dark September, and the status of this weapon is unknown. Next is the Red October, not to get confused with Kanye's shoes. This is the other sword of the 13-month series, and this is owned by the Princess Hagi Farone of the Eri family. Next is the Golden November, and that is owned by Adori Zahard, who is the supreme leader of Zahard's army, and that is the only S rank weapon out of the group. The next one is the Colorless December, and its owner was Ani Eurasia Zahard. Its sentient form was found in a psychotic state. So when Ani got sealed, the weapon got sealed as well. We don't know if the weapon drove Ani insane or if Ani drove the weapon insane. And the last one is the Rainbow Undecember. Unlike the others, this one is an inventory item.